I'm Brian Anderson, here with Grant Hill and Stan Van Gundy. And with us on the sidelines, we've got Allie LaForce. So the Hawks will get the first possession. They set a pick. Pass to Champagny. Now here's Gobert. Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Pulls it from the top of the key. A nice shot by Lillard. And not too often we see a matchup like this one. Both of these teams are elite when it comes to cleaning the glass, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., and that's why I expect this to get physical around the rim, which will put the endurance of these teams' rebounders to the test.
Outside Mitchell. And so it looks like it'll be Atlanta's ball. Dort with a steal. Outside Bain. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Screen by Ibaka. Just 5 to shoot. Second shot opportunity. Good work defensively by Mitchell. Picked by Gobert. To the inside. Here's Pippen with the tip. Back to Gobert. Here's Lillard. It's rebounded by Ibaka.
Those are precisely the looks this team is trying to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Can't hit it. He's 0 for 2 now.
Yeah, a bit of a slow start here. They're 0 for 4 to begin the game.
Well, Grant, you look up and down this Thunder roster. It is just loaded with winning players.
Yeah, B.A., guys who are going to make the right play, defend their spot, move without the ball. I mean, they've built something special in OKC, piece by piece.
And offensive rebounding, one of Rudy Gobert's specialties, Grant.
Yeah, in some games, over half his points come from second-chance opportunities. And you know, B.A., even when you block him out, he can reach right over you and get that board.
Here's Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
Well, Gobert understands how to capitalize off these sets. Great movement by him after setting the screen.
Gilgeous-Alexander, no good.
Just brutal. I mean, 5 straight misses to begin the game.
Pass to Lillard. Back to Pippen. Here's Lillard. Puts up a deep 3. Oh, he missed that one. 1 for 3 in this one so far. SGA drives in. Dort for 3. He drops it from range.
Yeah, talk about a guy who made himself into a solid three-point shooter. Lou Dort.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Quinn Snyder. Our first topic of conversation, of course, facing Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He told me SGA is so hard to game plan for. He has incredible length for a point. He's too big for a guard, too quick for a wing. We have our work cut out for us. Back over to you.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Pass to Hachimura. Outside, SGA. Tries again. Left side, Bain. Hachimura outside. Now Mitchell. Now Pippen. Guarded by Bain. Dort with a steal. Pushing it up the floor. Here comes Oklahoma City. Ibaka's shot is off.
It's one thing to prevent the layup. It's another to do it without fouling. Just terrific defense.
And the foul on Serge Ibaka. That's his first foul. So Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. So both teams changing it up here. "54 seconds left to play in the first." Pass to Bagley. It's deflected.
Well, Stewart understands his role is to protect the rim, and he does a great job of it.
Atlanta leading by 5. And he lobs it up top.
A savage reverse jam. That takes great body control.
No question. He was making a statement right there, man. Now here's Hachimura, defended by Pippen. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. And there is a whistle. That goes on Joe Ingles. That's his first foul. So it's Oklahoma City now. And stolen by Bagley.
Whatever opening he saw vanished quickly. Got to be more careful with those entry passes.
Bagley sets a screen. The shot by Lillard, no good.
I'm sure he'd like to have that back. That's a missed opportunity.
And so it's Atlanta closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. And they're... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter of action so far. And for the Hawks guys, what jumps out to you statistically?
Well, I think it's pretty obvious they were well prepared defensively coming in.
KYP, know your personnel. So far, good attention to the scouting report.
Lillard outside. Puts it up from the high post. The rebound by Stewart.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
Jerome. Back to Pajemski. Six on the shot clock. And now the Hawks on the break. Lillard fires away from way outside. Off target from outside.
Well, despite his lack of efficiency, the team has put together a good offensive effort tonight.
To three, O'Neal. Good. And it's Lillard who picks up the assist.
And you know Lillard loves setting up his guys. He's got a great eye for where to move the ball.
Outside Pajemski. Stewart, no good. Atlanta leading by 7. When you're a 6'8" pivot like Isaiah Stewart, you'd better have the strength to battle longer players.
Yeah, B.A., his game is all about power. Once he establishes position, it's hard to root him out of there. And, man, he sets some teeth-rattling things.
Inside, there's Keita. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Well-placed pass in the hands of a guy ready to attack.
Here's Lillard. Got a hand on it. On the break. Here's Pajemski. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, BA. Coach Mark Dagnall talked about the Thunder's system of player development, and he said, we try to do things that serve both the team and the individual, and then it's easier for guys to commit to it, and if that happens, then you have an environment that can be pretty powerful. Brian, back to you.
Turning potential into production. Thanks a lot, Allie.
He's looking pretty unsettled at the moment. Doesn't seem like he has a great feel for his shot. He don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Here's Portis. Right wing. Hachimura outside. Screen by Ibaka. Portis outside. Shot clock at 5. SGA with it. Still without a bucket.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
And now Allie LaForce has an update for us on Desmond Bane. What do you have, Allie?
Guys, the Thunder's head athletic trainer gave me an update. He called the injury a lower back bruise and said it's very stiff at the moment. An inopportune time here at the start of the season to be faced with any sort of injury. But the bright spot, guys, he's been given the green light to play through it.
Thanks, Allie. Appreciate the update.
Yeah, we put so much effort into injury prevention in the NBA, but injuries are still going to happen. That's just the unfortunate part of the game.
Here's SGA on the drive. Soft touch off the glass. SGA's got his first points of the night.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this positioning, because once he does, he makes you pay.
Here's LeVert. That's good. And so Middleton with the assist. And the Hawks lead by 1.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
LeVert outside. Driving in. Middleton, right side. That misses, so no good on his first attempt of the night. Here's Oklahoma City now. They're on a 13-5 run. Knocks down the triple. Now it's a 4-point Thunder lead.
Well, listen, Portis certainly doesn't lack confidence off the catch. He feels like he can score anytime down the floor.
Both teams deciding to change it up. So Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Here's Pippen. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. And so far in this one, 2 for 4.
Well, the screen is what gave him space to make his move.
You'd like to let the clock run and take the final shot.
Yeah, unless it's a gimme, there's no reason to put up an early shot here.
Here's Lillard. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. It's the Thunder, leading by just 2. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit. Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Counted from distance. And you might think the toughest picks are set by the bruisers, but some say the shooters actually set the best screens. Why is that?
Well, the guy guarding a shooter doesn't want to leave their side, so when they screen you, you get no help.
Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Screen by Ibaka. Pass to Hachimura. So Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Puts it up off the inbound. Rebound Atlanta. And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. Pass to Champagny. And here's Mitchell. Picked by Gobert. Clock at 6. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. They'll pin that one on Serge Ibaka.
Well, when Gobert has the ball, it just seems like defenders are plastered to him.
Stan, Rudy Gobert, he can be a double-double machine, but his real importance is on the defensive end. Yeah,
he's been named Defensive Player of the Year 4 times, which is tied for the most in NBA history, B.A., and he's been the anchor of multiple top-ranked defenses throughout his career.
Sweet-looking jumper from the mid-range. I mean, Gilgeous-Alexander just making it look easy.
To the paint. And fouled as he went up to dunk. Good aggressive move. He'll shoot a pair. They'll pin that one on Serge Ibaka.
Yeah, a strong move to the rack draws that foul.
Well, you know, every team is looking for a defensive anchor. Gobert fills that role to perfection.
And so Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And the Thunder making a change here. Thunder leading by 3. To the middle. Stolen by Mitchell. And a fast break now for Atlanta. There's the block. And so it looks like it'll be Atlanta's ball. Into the third. 2 minutes in now. Pass to Champagny for the tie.
Love that defense from Stewart. Tight against the shooter.
Champagny shot is off. Bain surveying the D. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. In terms of two-way guards, Grant, Desmond Bain is as good as any. What do you see in his game?
Well, just look at him, B.A. Bain is so strong. That really helps him there on the defensive end. And offensively, a lights-out three-point shooter.
Down low. Gobert, no good.
Not a great start to the second half. Just 1 for 4. Got to find ways to generate better looks here.
Back to Stewart. Dort outside. 6 to shoot. There's a screen. Oklahoma City's got to hurry. They got to get up a shot.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance. It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Pass to Bain. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Hawks trail by 7. Dort with a steal. There's the double team with Pippen. He shoots. The shot by Dort, no good. Lillard right side. Here's Champagny. Launches a 3. Drills it from deep. Champagny's got his first 3 points of the game.
Yeah, you know, Lillard is so good at spotting deep.
And stolen by Gobert. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive. So there's a balance.
Kept alive. Outside Bain. Oh, it's stolen by Mitchell. And here comes the break. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Dort.
He was all over that pass. That's a cautionary tale.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
And so Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. So it's both teams making substitutions here.
Close.
30 seconds left in the third. Screen by O'Neal. And he jams it after taking a nice feed on the run.
Give credit to LeVert. The correct choice in the pick and roll. Sometimes it's best to just give up the rock.
Jerome feeling it out a bit. Pass to Hachimura. Back to Portis. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Well, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over.
And this is the absolute wrong time to stop communicating. They have to get in sync.
Number 3, Desmond Bain.
And here's LeVert for 3. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. Tie game in Atlanta. And we're just moments away from...
The Thunder, 28.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Here's Lillard. Pass to Mitchell. Bagley sets a screen. Shot clock at 6. Outside for Mitchell. To take the lead. That one no good.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
And that's an intentional foul. And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, well, Quinn Snyder was just reviewing the plan with the team. He was very passionately telling his team, don't give them an inch when they have the ball. This game is going to come down to defense. I need you guys to work hard and close this one out. Guys?
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Lillard with the ball. Portis picks him up. Pass to Gobert. Now here's Mitchell. They set the pick. Here's Champagnie. Looking to get back on track. The shot by Lillard, no good. Thunder with a lead. On the wing, Bane. Pass to Jerome. Portis a screen. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. And the Thunder lead by 4.
Well, Portis is a talented scorer, especially in close where he can really make you pay.
Here's Lillard. It's tipped.
Well, it's been a frustrating night for him at the offensive end, just not able to give them any kind of a lift.
Jerome. And it's Oklahoma City with another. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Oklahoma City.
Well, I love how connected they've been defensively. They're right into shooters and piling up block shots.
Yeah, another thing they did well, running the floor. They've kept the pace high and pulled away with their transition offense.
Mitchell. And the basket is good.
Intelligent decision by Mitchell, using the pick and roll to break up the defense and get open.
Screen by Ibaka. Now Bane fires the 3. Gobert pulls it down.
They managed to get the rebound, but that's an area where they've been struggling tonight.
Drive by Pippen. Yes, sir! The finish with the jam.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Oh, a gorgeous feed. He hammered it down.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
They've got a shot at taking back the lead here.
Yes, they do. Could be the opening they've been waiting for.
Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Yes! Using that window!
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game, and that one was easy.
Well, with him, he's dangerous because he's so confident. He wants to deliver at these moments.
SGA fires! And again, another missed shot.
Thin margin of error right there. You have to work for a better shot.
Here's Mitchell. Cleared away by Dort.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
Oh, whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time play.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Tip it outside. Let's loose for 3. The 3 ball is down.
That's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
36 seconds left in the game. Outside SGA. Here's Mitchell. Up top, Pippen. Here's Lillard. 5 on the clock. Oh, can't hit the jumper. And Mark Dagnall has called a timeout, and Coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. Let's hear from our analyst. Give us your take on the strategy being discussed right now.
Tricky situation here. They need some kind of bucket to stay alive.
Yeah, the clock is their enemy, and they know it. We'll see if they go for the tie or try and get a quick.
And looking to even the score with a huge three.
Absolutely need a three here. Look, he's the kind of player that has you awake at 3 a.m. asking yourself, how do I stop it?
And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. So both teams making some changes here. They set the screen. Regulation is ended, and we are headed to overtime. And we'll be back with you shortly. Boy, these teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters. Now we're headed to overtime. This one should be fun. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Payne outside. Knocked away. Mitchell. Cleared away by Dort. SGA. Oh, he misses the go-ahead basket. 18 feet out. Down goes the jumper.
Over his career, Mitchell has developed his playmaking for others. A great skill to have.
Hachimura sets a screen. SGA doing his thing in close.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
And there's the screen. And here's Lillard. Clock at 6. From about 16. And it's blocked by Ibaka. And he commits the intentional foul. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Screen by Ibaka. Here's Hachimura. Picked it out of midair.
Well, that's just great awareness. He was ready and took advantage.
SGA, 20 feet away and no problem.
Well, this is what he does. A proven scorer in the clutch.
Mitchell. And it's blocked by Ibaka. Gilgeous-Alexander attacking. Payne outside. Gobert with the double. 6 on the shot clock. Here's SGA. Mitchell.
What you love about Mitchell, he plays with energy, explosiveness, and courage.
He
hits the first one, and that narrows the gap to 1. Both free throws good from Mitchell.
Yeah, he's a guy you want at the line, and clearly not affected by the moment.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Now Payne takes a 3. Outside Hachimura. Here's SGA. Oh, it misses. The pressure is mounting as they hope to take the lead.
Absolutely no room for error here.
Now Mitchell. That would have put him up. And we've got a timeout call by Mark Dagnall. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. Hachimura. we're going to have a second overtime. And we've got more action coming your way after this break. And as we play into another overtime, the tension continues to build. Both teams refusing to lay down. Now Lillard, picked by Gobert. Lillard with the ball. And Ibaka picks him up defensively.
They've been dominating the boards tonight, yet it's still a close game.
Lillard with the ball. Here's Champagnie to take the lead. And he buries the jumper.
Well, any range is within range for a shooter of Lillard's.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Gobert pulls it down. Oh, deflected. And so it looks like it'll be Atlanta's ball.
Well, that's just a careless pass. He's lucky that was just deflected and not picked off.
And here's Pippen. Outside Lillard. Ooh, pretty shot, Lillard.
What touch. Just another way Lillard can beat you.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Now Hachimura shoots a three. Gobert pulls it down.
Well, I've been here before. You're looking to get back in the game, but desperation threes are not the way to do it.
Now Mitchell. Oh, no good on the layup. Here's Hachimura for three. The three is in.
A smart decision maker with a versatile skill set. Hachimura always takes the shots that he's comfortable with.
Now Gobert. Outside Lillard. Beyond the arc. Oh, Dame time.
Does anyone love the big moments more than Damian Lillard? I don't think so.
Now Baines jacks up a three. Hachimura. Gobert pulls it down. And they go to the intentional foul. A basket here would give them some breathing room.
Slow down, no need to hurry. Take the best shot available.
Gets a hand on it. And now we've got an intentional foul. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. Oklahoma City making a switch here. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line. And that puts him up 5. And Mark Dagnall has called a timeout. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. Portis. Oh, off target from downtown. And now they decide to foul intentionally. And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to go. And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time.
First clean look they have. I mean, they've got to take it.
Yeah, and it basically all comes down to this. If they come away empty here, this one's pretty much over.
Now SGA. And out of bounds. Atlanta will have it. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. So it's Atlanta picking up the win. Double overtime games are so grueling. And after this one, everyone, the officials, the fans, the broadcasters, will all have to take a little rest.
Yeah, I need that rest, I'll tell you. But, hey, give them credit. They really dug deep into their energy reserves and showed their determination to get this win.
And that about wraps it up.